You love your cat dearly, but have you ever felt that your cat might not return the affection the way you hope? You're not alone and you're not imagining things. Cats are intricate, fascinating creatures, and their actions often leave us scratching our heads. But don't worry, this isn't about making you feel bad. Instead, it's about understanding your cat better and improving the bond you share. Today, you'll learn 5 signs that your cat might not love you as much as you'd like, yet. More importantly, you'll discover ways to address these behaviors and help your cat see you differently. Let's dive in. Sign 1. Your cat avoids eye contact. In the feline world, eyes are powerful tools for communication. When your cat gazes into your eyes and holds that stare, it's their way of showing trust and affection. If you've experienced a moment where your cat locks eyes with you, then slowly blinks, that's a big deal. It's like a kiss in cat language. But what if your cat avoids looking at you altogether? If your cat seems to avoid eye contact or even leaves the room when you try to connect, it might signal that they're feeling distrustful or distant. Cats are naturally cautious animals, and this behavior could mean they're not entirely comfortable with you. Try this. Instead of forcing eye contact, mimic their behavior. Offer a slow blink when they glance your way. If they blink back, it's a step toward trust. Remember, patience is key. Sign 2, tail flicking. You've probably noticed that cats talk with their tails. A raised tail often signals happiness, while a tucked tail can indicate fear. But the movement of the tail is just as important as its position. Unlike a dog's wagging tail, a cat's flicking tail usually means something's wrong. If your cat's tail is flicking back and forth when they're near you, it could be a sign of irritation or annoyance. Cats also use tail flicking to express heightened alertness, excitement, or even agitation. Imagine you're petting your cat, and their tail starts flicking. This might mean they've had enough, and would prefer some alone time. Pay attention to the situation. Are they disturbed while sleeping? Are you engaging with them when they're not in the mood? The next time you notice their tail flicking, give them space. Not all tail movements are negative, though. Gentle, slow swaying can indicate relaxation. Learning to read these subtle cues will help you respect your cat's boundaries and improve your relationship. Sign 3. Excessive scratching. Scratching is a natural and necessary behavior for cats. They do it to mark their territory. Their paws have scent glands, shed the outer layers of their claws, and even stretch their muscles. But when scratching becomes excessive, it might be a sign of stress or anxiety. Think about it. If you've ever had a stressful day, you might pace back and forth or tap your fingers on a desk. Cats, too, have coping mechanisms, and excessive scratching is one of them. Changes in their environment, such as a new pet, a new family member, or even rearranged furniture, can cause anxiety. To help your cat, provide appropriate outlets for scratching, like scratching posts or pads. Place them in areas where your cat spends the most time. If you notice excessive scratching paired with other signs of distress, like hair loss or skin irritation, it might be time for a vet visit to rule out health issues. Sign 4, litter box issues. You know, cats are generally clean animals. They prefer to use their litter boxes and maintain their hygiene. But if your cat starts avoiding the litter box or doing their business outside of it, it could be a sign that something's wrong. Changes in litter box habits are often linked to stress or discomfort. Has there been a change in their environment? Maybe a new pet or a noisy household disruption? Cats are creatures of habit, and any alteration in their routine can upset them. A study published in a feline medicine journal found a strong correlation between litter box problems and feline stress. If your cat is suddenly avoiding the box, try to pinpoint what might be causing their anxiety. It could also indicate a health issue, such as a urinary tract infection. Start by ensuring the litter box is clean and placed in a quiet, accessible area. If the problem persists, consult your veterinarian. Sign 5. Excessive grooming. Grooming is a natural behavior for cats, but if your cat is overdoing it, so much so that they're losing fur or irritating their skin, it's a red flag. Excessive grooming is often a sign of stress or anxiety. It can also indicate physical discomfort, such as fleas or allergies. Ask yourself, has anything changed recently? A new pet, a move, or even switching their litter brand can upset your cat. If you suspect stress is the culprit, try to identify and address the source. On the other hand, if you notice physical signs like redness, swelling, or skin irritation, take your cat to the vet. Sometimes the issue isn't behavioral, but medical. Sign 6. Hiding frequently. Does your cat seem to be hiding more than usual? If they're disappearing for hours on end, it could mean they're feeling anxious or unwell. Hiding is a natural behavior for cats when they're stressed, scared, or sick. Cats have a strong survival instinct. In the wild, showing weakness could make them easy prey. Even though your cat is safe at home, this instinct persists. When they're unwell, they may hide to protect themselves. If your usually social cat is spending more time hidden away, pay close attention to other signs. Are they eating less? Grooming less? Showing changes in litter box habits? These could all point to a deeper issue that needs veterinary attention. Sign 7. Lack of response to affectionate gestures. You know cats aren't dogs. They show love in their own unique ways. But if your cat consistently ignores your attempts at affection, it might feel disheartening. There are several reasons for this behavior. Maybe your cat isn't feeling well, or perhaps something in their environment is stressing them out. Or it could simply be that they're not in the mood for cuddles. Cats are independent creatures and value their personal space. If your cat doesn't respond to your affection, don't force it. Give them the space they need and let them come to you when they're ready. Over time, they'll appreciate your patience and respect for their boundaries. What these signs mean for your relationship. Now, you might be wondering, if my cat exhibits these behaviors, does that mean they don't like me? Not necessarily. Cats are sensitive animals, and their behaviors often reflect how they're feeling, physically and emotionally. If your cat seems distant or stressed, it's likely because something in their environment isn't working for them. And since you're part of their environment, you have the power to change things for the better. Start by observing their behavior closely. Are there patterns or triggers? Addressing these issues can help reduce their stress and improve your bond. Tips for building a stronger bond. Here are some ways you can help your cat feel more comfortable and loved. Respect their space. Let your cat come to you when they're ready. Forcing interaction can backfire. Engage in play. Use toys to simulate hunting. It's a great way to bond and provide mental stimulation. Create a safe environment. Make sure your cat has quiet, cozy spots where they can retreat when they need to. Stick to a routine. Cats thrive on predictability. Feed them and play with them at consistent times. Be patient. Building trust takes time, especially with cats. In conclusion, if you notice any of these signs, don't panic. It doesn't mean your cat doesn't love you. It just means they're communicating in their own way. By understanding their behavior and addressing their needs, you can strengthen your bond and create a happier, healthier environment for your feline friend. So take a deep breath, observe your cat's cues, and show them love in the way they understand best. You've got this.